Hello children, today's story is The Dragon Who Was Scared of Flying. Once upon a time in a land far away, there lived a dragon named Dennis who was scared of flying. Every day his friends would set off to have adventures, leaving poor Dennis behind on his own. And every evening the other dragons would return to their caves on the mountain with amazing tales of what they had been up to that day. "I rescued a damsel in distress," one would say. "I fought the evil one-eyed giant and won," boasted another. One day, Dennis could stand it no longer. Instead of retreating into his cave, he set off down the mountainside. It was very tiring having to walk. Dennis was about to have a rest when he saw some brightly colored tents in the distance. "I might take a closer look," thought Dennis. "Maybe I can have an adventure too." When Dennis reached the tents, he found himself in a world more exotic than he could ever have imagined. There were acrobats and tightrope walkers and trapeze artists, horses and clowns, and a very fat ringmaster in a red coat. In such an incredible place, no one gave Dennis a second look. They just assumed he was part of the show. The only person who knew for sure that Dennis wasn't part of the circus was Claude, the ringmaster, because he owned it. "Hello there," he said. "Welcome to Claude's circus. How do you do?" "I am Dennis the dragon," said Dennis. "A dragon, said Claude. "Might be quite a crowd puller. Would you like to join us?" So Dennis joined the circus. Soon he was the circus's champion fire eater. Folk would come from far and near to see Dennis shooting flames high into the dark roof of the big top. One evening when Dennis had finished his act, he sat watching Carlotta, the tightrope walker, pirouetting high up on the rope as usual. All at once she lost her footing. Dennis saw to his horror that she was going to fall. Without thinking, he flapped his wings furiously and found himself flying up towards her. He caught her and flew down to the ground. The crowd burst into applause. They obviously thought it was all part of the act. "Thank you, Dennis," whispered Carlotta. "You saved my life." Dennis was overjoyed. Not only had he saved Carlotta's life, he had also learned to fly. And he said with a grin, "I do declare that flying is actually rather fun." Thank you. So this was the story of the dragon who was scared of flying, children. Hope you've enjoyed it. Good night.